All right, so we're going to check out the east side of Sonoma today, or kind of around the parameter of the plaza, but a little bit farther away, so we're not in the historic district as much. And I'm plucking out 3 neighborhoods that I think you'll really enjoy. So hang on here and we'll explore more of the city of Sonoma. On every video, I do a tip for you at the end. So watch out for that. It's going to be after the 3rd neighborhood coming up right here. Are you new to this channel and you want to know what it's like to live, work, eat, and play in Sonoma? Well, this is a channel for you. I put out a new video every single Friday, so hit that subscribe button and you'll get all the new videos. This is Anita Anderson and I'm a local, and I get calls and texts and emails from people like you every single day wondering what it's like to live here, and I love sharing it with you. So hang out here on this channel and we'll have fun and you'll learn all about the beautiful county of Sonoma and the city of Sonoma. Let's go to the first house. So right off the plaza, about 6 or 8 minutes out, kind of getting to the edge of the town of Sonoma, are newer homes, 1998 homes, a few developments here that are early 2000s, 1998. And I wanted to show them to you because I think I'm highlighting a lot of the historic district and some of the other neighborhoods throughout Sonoma. And I wanted you to see this one. This, we're going to look at Lucca Court. It's right up the street from Sebastiani Winery. It's quite the popular place for walkers, moms with babies, joggers. The walking path is right down here. It's really a popular place to go to just, you know, do your weekend recreating or your daily walk or run. And you'll see people do the square here. It's called the square, the cherry block, I call it. And you know, this is like kind of on the way to Buena Vista Winery and some of the local wineries. So you can jog and walk and play and bike right in this area and be to the plaza in like 3 minutes. So it's great. So these are 1991 houses, or 1998 houses, sorry. And this that we're going to go look at, 450 Lucca Court, is a 3-bedroom, 3-bath, just under 2,500 square feet. It's on the market this summer 2022 for $2,250,000, and it appears to be a 1-level. I did not read the details before I shot my video, but it looks very 1-level, as does the house next to it. So I want to hold the camera kind of low so you can see the homes. This is a great cul-de-sac because the developer put in all the houses they all look different rather than all look the same. And they're pretty big, 2,500, 3,000 square foot homes. And there's Lucca Court right there, 450 Lucca Court. Nice house, quiet cul-de-sac, great location for kind of everything. If you have to commute to San Francisco, this is like an easy route, getting through the valley and out to 37 and onto the 101 to San Francisco or something. So it's just a great location. The elementary school for this neighborhood is Presswood, and of course Sonoma High School. The shopping here is really great in Sonoma. You have your go-to store, McCullough's, for clothes, men's, women's, shoes, children, and also Chico's, Aralde's for men's shoes on the plaza, and several other boutiques that are fantastic for things you just might need while you're living here. Big box stores, there really aren't any in Sonoma. So if you need a Target or a Costco, you got to go over the hills to Petaluma. You just won't see any box stores around here. We do have a Freeman Brothers, which is kind of the big DIY store here. There's a True Value if you know, someone needs a hardware store for the older homes, right? They always kind of carry those kind of things. And really, it's super convenient here. You have everything you want as far as shopping, getting out, doing business. A lot of doctors that practice medicine, they practice in Marin County, in San Francisco, and here. So the medical care here is excellent, and great hospital, and you know, pharmacies, all the basic life things that you might need, and of course, amazing dining and all that is all around the plaza and throughout the valley. So let's go on a drive and get to the next location. Okay, so we're gonna visit France Street. It's one of my favorite streets in Sonoma. It's just cozy from one end to the other. Great trees, crepe myrtles everywhere. I don't know if you've ever seen one before, depending on where you live, but they're flowering trees that are out about 4 months out of the year. And so here we are out on 5th and France. They're building a big house back there. And we're gonna look at 478 France Street, which is a 3-bedroom, 3-bath. Just over 2,100 square feet, on the market today in 2022 for $1,000,004, and this is a 1984 house. Lovely house. You can see the great pictures on the inside. Presswood Elementary School is the school here, and Sonoma High School. Go Dragons! And well, I just kind of wanted to tap on a few things too. Here's the house right behind me. Sometimes I forget to pause in front of the house I'm talking about. So that is 478 France. These are 1984 homes. I think this whole area is kind of more 1984. And you can see the crepe myrtles lining the street. Purple, pink, white, they're everywhere. And we'll take a tour. You'll see it as we drive around. Anyway, so some of you come here to buy a new house or a second house, or you're gonna live between San Francisco and Sonoma. And so I wanted to kind of give you a rundown of traveling, maybe, because maybe you're retiring and you're just gonna travel the world, right? So getting to San Francisco is 50 minutes from here to the Golden Gate Bridge. And getting to San Francisco Airport, I find really easy. Now, maybe you drive and park, but I now Uber to Petaluma, get on the Sonoma Airport or Express, and it takes me to my terminal at Oakland and San Francisco, and it's fantastic. So let's see, my Uber cost me about 24 bucks and the airporter 65. So I get right to my terminal and I don't have to fuss with anything. That Uber comes to my front door, and then voila, I'm at the San Francisco Airport or Oakland. It's awesome. And let's not forget our great Sonoma County Airport, the Charles Schulz Airport in Santa Rosa. That's a half-hour away, and you can Uber there too for about 20-25 bucks. If you want to leave your car at home, which most of us do, right? Or a friend's not driving you. There are a ton of flights going out of Charles Schulz Airport, and they're expanding a lot. So if you need an airport because you travel or because of business, you'll love the local airport. But getting around, transportation, great bus system here too that gets you from Sonoma into Santa Rosa and even over to Petaluma. The county bus system is fantastic. Don't worry about getting around. I know we all have cars, but sometimes you kind of need to know about shuttles and other things and how far things are. And I wanted you to kind of know that. I also wanted to talk about theaters and stuff. And we have Sonoma Arts here in Sonoma. They put on great plays, like awesome plays throughout the year. The symphony and let's see, the symphony and just other entertainment is half an hour away. So if you like plays, Broadway plays, things like that, you can go locally or just a half hour up the road to the Green Center at Sonoma State University and into Santa Rosa at the Burbank Center up there. They have everything from comedy to fantastic concerts. So we have all that, and it's amazing and not too far away at all. Also too, don't forget the Sonoma Community Center is fantastic. There's everything going on here. So if you're kind of retiring and you're looking for things to do, oh my goodness, it's endless here. Just a fantastic community for getting out and doing things. Great golf course. Sonoma Valley Golf Course. You can go to Petaluma and golf, Rohnert Park and Santa Rosa. So you've got golf courses within, well, 5 minutes of your house if you live here, but then 15 to 20 if you want to venture out into the other golf courses. So anyway, great place for all that, and don't worry about getting around. Now let's take a tour of the neighborhood and get you to the next location. sometimes on the busiest roads, there'll be a nice quiet place that you kind of just discovered. Well, here we're going to look at 359 Napa Road. Right up there is Napa Road, and that is the thoroughfare between, one of the main thoroughfares between Sonoma County and Napa. So you drive out there in 20 minutes, you're in Napa, or in an hour, you're in Sacramento. Or 2 or 3 or more hours, you're up in Lake Tahoe. So this is a major thoroughfare right through the vineyards into the Napa Valley. But tucked away back here is 359 Napa Road. And I've been dying to show it to you because I kind of just discovered these little 1998, 1993 neighborhoods that were tucked away, where 3, 5, 7 houses were built, and they're lovely. And notice how quiet it got. So 359 Napa Road is on the market today this summer for $1,250,000. It's just over 1,800 square feet, and it's a 3-bedroom, 2-bath. And I'll spin around here once I get to the end of the cul-de-sac. Actually, I'll just do it while I'm walking so that you can see this lovely home. I actually went in it. It's very, very nice. And all the homes here kind of have a different look and feel to them. So they don't all look alike, which is awesome, right? And here you go. Here's the cul-de-sac, and notice how quiet it is. There's a few of these around here, and I really wanted to share them with you. Now, close by are regional parks and the local parks. My favorite park is up above the local cemetery, which is amazing, has all kinds of locally famous people in it. And if you hike to the top of that trail, you can see San Francisco, and it's worth it. So local volunteers take care of the path, and it's a great hour hike. It's not steep, it's just great. So great local parks to get out and about around here. People ask me all the time too, like, how far is it from the redwood trees and from the Russian River and Jenner and Bodega? About an hour and a half, depending on the day, depending on the time of year, right? But it's a good hour, even if there was not another car on the road. But it's the amazing California drive, right? I mean, it's pretty spectacular. So they're right at your fingertips. Just pack a picnic and get out to Bodega Bay or up to the river. And in 2022, the river's kind of low, I have to tell you. Lower than I've ever seen. But it's still amazing. There's still a beach there. And you can still follow the river all the way out to Jenner, watch the seals. It's really, really cool. Farmers markets, there's 2 farmers markets here, one on Fridays, a real farmers market, just for a few hours in the morning. It's kind of small, but it's really good. And then on Tuesday nights, all summer long, are bands playing and markets. So it's a farmers market with other kinds of things too. And it's pretty fun. Lots going on Tuesday nights in the plaza here in Sonoma. Lastly, I wanted to share with you something that's a warm and fuzzy, and that is for anybody moving here who's never lived here and you really want to get to know people. There is the Sonoma Valley Newcomers Club, and it's been around like 25 years. It's $45 a year to join. And the point of it is just to get to know people. And you know what, if you're divorced or your spouse passed away or you have some kind of status change in your life, you can join too. So it's for newcomers. And I know a lot of people bought homes during COVID and then they had to stay in their home, which is a real drag. But now they're busting out and joining the Sonoma Valley Newcomers Club. The link is below this video, and I just can't stand not sharing it with you because I joined it a few months ago, and it's the nicest people and a whole ton of fun. It's mostly women, about 400, but there's couples groups, and you can go hiking, biking, book clubs, a lot of dining, picnicking, and wine tasting. So if you just want to hang out with other people, relax and have fun and get to know your new Sonoma friends, join the Sonoma Valley Newcomers Club. It's a lot of fun. Now let's go find the next destination. Okay, so here's the tip. You're both working, or even you're both retiring and you want to take off and travel. but in the back of your head, you've watched way too much HGTV and you think you're just gonna take a house, gut it out, and redo it. Well, a few of you watching are laughing because you're like, yeah, I'm a contractor. Or I'm an architect, or I love doing that, and you're good at it. And actually, maybe you enjoy it. But I think a lot of people watch a little too much HGTV, or they get a bug that they're gonna buy even their first house, work full-time, raising a family, and do construction. And that's kind of sometimes a recipe for disaster. So really come to terms with yourself, your partner, your family about, like, do you want to live through construction? Or do you want to move into something that, like, it's pretty darn good? Maybe we don't want to do construction for 5, 8, 9 years. The kitchen's gorgeous. Let's just keep it and live with it. And maybe after the kids get out of high school and one of us retires, or we're retiring in 5 years, then we'll redo the house. But get down dirty and serious about that, especially when you have young kids and you're both working. I think tearing apart a house can be a little much. So when you're meeting with your realtor and you're talking about, like, exactly what you want, put that on that little list on your phone. Get real about, do we really want to go through full construction or a big construction project with full-time jobs and kids? It's a big one. Just think about it. That's a tip from a realtor. I see this not working sometimes, so I'm just saying it out loud. So that was fun, right? I mean, you learned a little bit about a new neighborhood in Sonoma. If you're relocating or buying a second house or a first house, I have a great team of people that can help you, even if you're not moving for 6 months, 10 months, or a year away. We understand it takes a lot of filtering, a lot of thinking, and we can put perspective on the schools and the commuting and where things are and the things you kind of might want to know about the culture and the lifestyle. That's what we do, and we love to share it with you. So to get a hold of us, you hit that show more section right below the video, and if you're on a phone, it's the little V over here. Hit that. My contact information is there. It's also on the screen, but my contact information is always below every video in the show more section, and we look forward to talking to you and helping you find a soft place to land here in Sonoma. Now the next video is coming up right there.